1, 2, 3.
Warren, you were way off. Like, I just can't even
Do you realize this is...
That's what I was saying last time.
It's every time because of the lag that is on these FaceTime calls. You guys know this. This is...
Well,
it's not...
Like me and Nick were quite in sync. I don't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of my thought too. So it's cool.
All right.
It's cool.
Anyway.
I'll still figure it out.
Fine.
It's cool. It's just
I
an
got
extra
no
hour.
rhythm. I got no rhythm. Okay, it's fine. We got it.
Oh, I'm
just
living
admit
for
it.
these glasses. I'm living for these glasses.
Thank you. They're my future moves. Product placement.
Yes.
They're actually wonderful. They're supposed to like actually affect your mood. I think it's a bunch of crock. Am I able to cuss in this?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
I think it's a crock of shit. Okay, but they look good. So
They look good. They look hot.
they look hot. Real hot girl shit.
Hot girl summer.
Real hot girl shit.
I'm trying to have white boy summer. I think I want to go blonde. I want to
Really?
do Justin Timberlake and NSYNC. I want to like do Justin Timberlake and NSYNC, icy blonde hair.
It's gonna be.
Or you could
May.
even do like just the tips, like get the frosty tips.
You know, I was thinking that more like frosted tips because then I can shave it off if I don't like it.
Exactly.
Best not go all the way down into just blonde roots. Yeah, I get that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Although if you did like the roots, and even then if you shaved it, you'd be looking like. Didn't Frank Ocean have the blonde hair?
Who's Frank Ocean? I don't know her. She hasn't released an album in quite
you
some time.
don't know her? Okay, I was sure you don't know her.
Frank
Okay,
Ocean is like a toxic relationship that I have. Okay, Frank Ocean is like the boy who be leaving me on red.
That's exactly how I feel about Frank Ocean too. How long did we wait for blonde?
I feel like I'm in 4 years. We waited 4 years from 2012 to 2016 for his black ass to come out with another fucking follow-up album, and now it's 2021 and I ain't heard a peep. Go to hell. But I've gone through the phases. I've gone through all the phases of Lemonade. Okay, I went through denial. I went through anger. I went through. Hold up, you don't love you like I love you. I went through it all.
Oh my god! Do you ever like when he was teasing us too? He would tease us like he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna drop it," and then like it would be a year from then when he even actually dropped it.
Yeah, he was sticking
like,
the tip in, but he wouldn't go all the way in. So
Wouldn't go all the
why
way.
are we even talking?
I was like, Frank, why are we even here? Like,
Why are we even here?
I drove all the way out here.
Okay.
I bought gas.
I douched for this. Like,
It's to keep you begging, baby. To keep you begging. That's
Poppin'
it.
Pippin'. Anyway, so yeah, Frank who?
Frank needs to listen to Beyonce and just release it without talking about it.
Thank you.
Just drop it. Like, just drop it on us. Like, we don't want to. I don't want to have any lead up. I don't need any foreplay, Frank. Like, we're already in this together. Just
But
go
that would
ahead.
take
You know.
class. And I don't
Let's
think he has
just fuck. Let's just
that. Also,
fuck.
meanwhile, his brother passed away, so I'm really sorry for saying
Oh, that is sad.
that. Is sad.
Damn.
Wow, that took a turn.
Wow. Yeah. No, we can't say anything.
Frank
Y'all went,
Ocean. What the fuck? Fucking Frank Ocean.
little
And then his
bitch.
brothers died.
How dare you not give me music when I want it?
Yeah. I am the consumer, and
You owe me. You owe me a good time. Come on.
Absolutely.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Saxton, what is up with you? How are you doing, my friend?
I am good. My name is Saxton Jay Walker.
Saxton the Great.
I'm from Seattle, Washington. Saxton the Great, a.k.a. Saxtonopolis, a.k.a. the return of Ramesses, a.k.a. a.k.a.
AKA. I
Yeah.
love it. That's the name of your next
love it
album.
too.
It's going to be. I think that's great.
a.k.a. Also known as.
Wow. Didn't I used to know you as also known as? Like, I also knew you as also known as, right?
Also known
Like,
as. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You've heard of also known as, right?
Very
Yeah.
that.
Aka.
Aka.
You got to have a self-titled album too, you know.
See now, am I gonna Beyonce it and like wait till it's like my 5th album and be like, call that one Saxton? I don't know. I'm just trying to get this damn EP done. Okay, it takes a long time. It's hard.
Ooh. Okay. So
Right.
is there an EP in the oven? Is that what's going on?
Stop talking to me. I can't talk to this. They're asking me questions.
We just
They're
dropped
asking
a
me-
little hint. A little hint to the masses.
Possible EP.
Sorry, I
from
was talking to my
Saxton the
manager.
Great. You heard it here first.
Yeah, no. So what is going on? I live in New York City.
Yes.
I live in Williamsburg, New York City, center of the universe.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, it's wonderful. I really feel like it's coming back.
Good.
It really is coming back. Like I was walking outside earlier today, went to the Brooklyn Flea, bought all these damn herringbone chains because I live for the herringbone babies.
Yes.
There was music all up and down. Like there was literally like 3 bands
good.
just performing. Honestly, I'm really just enjoying myself. New York is really, honestly, truly coming back, and it's coming back faster than I thought it would. If I'm being quite honest.
That's so good to hear. Because I left when it was like when it was still in the decline. Like, I pieced out of there. So, I remember it when it was like, like in the midst of it, like there was like, there was PPE on the streets. There was like masks and like crazy stuff just lining the streets. When you walked outside, you would see the train go by and no one was on the train.
Absolutely.
You would walk and like, and we were like, Williamsburg, Ridgewood, all that area. Like, we'd walk around there and like, it was just totally dead, which is the opposite of what it was the entire time. Like the first 2 years before the pandemic, it was the most lively neighborhood I'd ever been a part of. There was never someone not walking by. There was never, you could walk to the whiskey bar, to this bar, and it was always packed. And then to just have it turn into a ghost town overnight was insane. Do you remember when I don't know if were you there when like the sirens were going off when it was curfew time and shit?
I was here I stayed a full month into the pandemic from like the beginning. Like when auditions stopped, I remember I got my equity card like
Yes.
the year before from doing the show in Denver. Flame Broiled, Rodney Hicks. Ding, ding, ding. I did that show. Got my equity card from that. Was all like, I'm about to have the year of my life, bro.
Right.
Started auditioning for everything.
Like all of us.
Had my third call back for Hamilton. For Lafayette Jefferson, radio silence. And then that's when the pandemic hit, like March 19th. And I stayed until April 15th. I left on my twin siblings' birthday. Not my twin siblings. I have 2 siblings that are twins.
Right.
I left on their birthday, arrived in Seattle on their birthday. They had no idea what was coming. And then surprised them. So I spent the whole first month in the pandemic when it was like, when you walk outside, you'd be like, oh my God. Yeah. Everyone's looking at each other like this. Like, I was there for that.
Oh my God.
I was there for that part. When you would walk to the rain, we'd be like, and somebody but
no. But it was like going to the grocery store was like an anxiety attack.
It was
waiting to happen.
It was.
Yeah. Especially with the city so
crazy,
packed. Like, wow. Yeah. It's like you don't know where it's gonna strike.
Yeah. Well, and that it's striking in your neighborhood, like Williamsburg and all the like that general area was the worst of it. Even in New York, like right in our borough was the absolute worst because we were next to that. You remember the hospital that was like on the news with like the semi trucks leaving with people in it and shit? That was literally like I walked by that on an accident one time. I was like just taking a walk because like you've been in the house for a week, you need to take a walk. I walked by that place and I like saw it and like it rang all the bells. I was like, that's what I seen on the news. Those were the semi trucks. And I was like, I'm in like the epicenter of this thing.
That would have been morbid as shit.
It's super crazy.
I really think I avoided a lot of that stuff. I didn't see as much of the trucks full of people. I really kept it at 10 and 2. Like I would be here on South 2nd, walking to Wayne Reed and coming back.
Yep.
And then I left in April, and I didn't come back till June, like the end of June. So I spent about 2 months at home, and the rest I spent in New York City.
That's great. Wow. So it's been almost a year now for you, huh? That's awesome.
Yes. Yes, it is. It has been almost a year. I've spent a year in pandemic New York.
Wow. Wow. Yep. And look at all you've done.
So it sounds like you kind of came back as I was leaving. Like what did it ever come? Because I feel like I remember it like never really, it was always this like weird, like never normal, like each week new rules. Like when did it start to even out where at least like you knew like, okay, like this is what my life's going to be like for like the next few months. Like, did it ever get to that point where it became like, not like a new normal or anything, but did it ever even out where like you knew? Because for us, it was just such a roller coaster ride. Each piece of news like would affect us directly. Did it ever come to the point where it was like, okay, like we just have to wait a little bit longer. It's going to get there. Like, how has that ride been recently?
Well, I say there's two people in this world. There are COVIDians and there are COVIDiots. Okay, COVIDians are the ones who are like, I'm not hanging out with anybody at all. Okay, if there are more than two people in a room, I need a gas mask on. I need a hazmat suit. And then there's COVIDiots who are all like, oh my God, I'm fine. Let's go out and party. I may be the latter. I was a COVIDiot. Okay. So summertime. Oh, absolutely. Raise your hands, COVIDiot. I was COVIDiot. So when I came back home to New York, my black ass was outside. Everything was good. I was like, I'm not staying myself inside. Also, I moved during COVID. So this beautiful oasis. That was how you say oasis in Saxton. This beautiful oasis. I moved in here in August. So I spent 6 months at my former house and said, fuck that. And then I moved here and got like this fantastic price. Like in my building, it's only 2 units. It's me and the people downstairs. And they own the backyard and we own a private roof.
Wow.
And they took the price down like $2,000 a month. So
that's amazing. What? That's amazing. You found the situation.
So I found the situation, and we just renewed our lease. So we're about to be here at least another year at the same price. So
beautiful. I love that.
Look at that, and look at it. You've been busy. Look at all those plant babies back there.
Oh, they're growing.
Yeah,
they're growing, sweetie.
They're growing strong.
Looks like they're living their best life.
Girls, I stole them from a restaurant. Their names are Tia Tamara. They're cacti. Tia Tamara.
Stolen from a restaurant. Are those even real?
Cute.
Okay, to be fair, white people stole them from the restaurant. I was just an accomplice, an accessory to the robbery.
Right.
So the white woman that I live with grabbed one of them, and then a white man that I was with grabbed them. But the moral of the story is white people get away with shit. So
right.
Menaces.
So,
absolutely.
But you got to name them though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I named Tia and Tamara.
That's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Well, you welcomed them into their home, into your home, so it's beautiful that way, you know.
I really did, and I bought this.
Ooh, let's take a look.
Oh yeah,
nice.
It's very Hermes. Every time I say Hermes, everyone's like, "Do you mean Hermes?" I'm like, "No, bitch. I know the difference between Hermes and Hermes." Okay, I am a Virgo, and I am ruled as you are, Nick.
Yes, that's correct.
We are Virgos, and we are ruled by the planet Mercury, which in ancient Greek society is called Hermes. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I feel very Grecian, very Saxton the Great.
Saxton the Great.
Yeah.
That's it.
When I feel like when it started getting normal. Okay, back to the question that you actually asked. Well, the summertime, I don't want to say it felt normal, but it felt like I will be damned if I don't live in summer. I am.
Yes.
I've recently coming into my young adult life. Felt like I've come into my summer baby because technically Virgos are summer babies. The summer solstice, summertime ends technically on September 21st. So we really are summer children. But we're the end of summer. We're the bittersweet feeling when you have to go back to school. That's what I describe a Virgo as.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
The last days of summer. So I was like, I'm really coming to my summerness, and I'm like, bitch, I'll be damned if I don't have a good summer. So masks and all, my black ass was outside riding bikes. I got the fucking year membership for a city bike.
Oh,
I was riding my bike everywhere. I rode to place all the neighborhoods. I really feel bad saying this. I'm sorry, everybody in the room. But I had a great COVID. I really did.
Good.
I made music that I wanted to make. I did things that I wanted to do for so long. And I rode my bike around to all the neighborhoods and like monuments that I wanted to see that I would not have had the free time or opportunities to do previously.
Right.
So my black ass was outside.
Yeah.
But we were like, okay, so this is about to be the new normal at the end of summer. I think. Because it was like, oh, this shit ain't going nowhere. This is what it is. But last summer, honestly, was a good time. I remember being like at a lot of outdoor events. People were masked up, of course.
Well, rooftop events were perfect because you get all that breeze coming in. It's really safe. You can have as long as you're with your pod. I remember doing that for July 4th. We had like a July 4th party. It was a rooftop party, and it was so good because it was like you had like probably 100 people split between a few roofs, right? But everyone like stayed in their like COVID pods or whatever. So it wasn't like you couldn't like intermingle with new people as much. Absolutely. But you were partying, and it felt like you were having like, you know, because there was like music and a DJ and all that stuff going on the roof, and it was like this perfectly like COVID safe way to still like get lit, have a good time, and like enjoy New York for what it is, with that beautiful skyline, the beautiful warm weather. You see all the fireworks going off. I feel like the COVID fireworks were perfect because everyone just like probably like, you know, what else are we gonna do? So
and this is for the COVIDians.
Yeah, for the
COVIDians,
yes,
their black asses were inside. The COVIDians were like, I'm not going.
Blind shot.
But what were,
no, locking yourself in, going stir crazy. I think that you're touching on something that's really kind of important there, which is like, yes, I mean, it's a crazy time. Like this is a moment that has happened, that has never happened ever before in human history that we are going through. But what we do as humans, do we want to also just like live in this kind of claustrophobic way that we have to live, that we have to find ways to work through the thing and live our lives and be able to go through it. And of course, be responsible. Of course, like it sounds like exactly what we were doing, and you were doing that exactly thing, just like going around. So that's obviously within there. I'm not saying otherwise, but it's, we're meant to be able to go and achieve things. And, that's how also we progress and we get out of these kind of things too. It's just, that's human nature, right? And now here you are having a great go of a time. You came out with 2 new songs that are just fire. You're coming out and doing projects, things like that. I literally right before talking with you, I heard someone talking to you about a project right before we got on this call. You know, we have to be able to accept those new things coming on into our lives, right? And
absolutely.
Yeah, it's for people that like want to say like, no, shut down everything. And like, I can't, this is all it. And I'm locking myself in. I'm not going to experience anything for the next like year and a half. I think that's just a recipe for going insane a little bit. I don't know.
Absolutely. And to be fair, there are different strokes for different folks. Some people
of course,
are like, bitch,
of course.
I'm so glad that my black ass is inside now and I ain't got to go nowhere and see nobody. There were definitely those fucking people. But I think a certain group of people were like, shit, I got time to do what I want to do now. And that's how the music really came about. Because Peaches, I recorded the first half of Peaches in 2018, the end of 2018, before I left to move to New York City. It was me and Audric, who is my producer. We were in this, he was like, we were about to go out. That's what it was, because it was like my last couple of weeks of being in Seattle, and we were about to go out. And he was like, oh, bro, I made this beat. Like you want to get over it? And I was like, this shit sounds like Mario. Hence it being a Mario song.
Love it.
And I literally, it probably took about 30 minutes. I freestyled it. We just did it in 30 minutes. The whole first half of the song was done like that.
Really?
Yep. And
so that like first bit, that like,
shit.
ooh, that's all like your first take.
Like we kept on redoing it, but like he kept on playing the beat for me, and I was just making it up. I didn't write anything down. I just was like making up lyrics to be like, okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, like I'm calling her Peaches, big in my britches, baby. Like, and we were just kept on doing it, and we did it in about 30 minutes, all the way up to the end of Luigi's verse. Is just me making it up, and then we left and went and got drunk. And that's
awesome.
And then nothing, hadn't touched it since then. Like I had always been like, oh, I need to finish that song, but like, I'm so busy, like I don't have time to finish that song. And then when I went home in April, I think it was May, he was like, bro, you're here, we need to finish this fucking song. And I was like, bet. Drove to his house. On the way to the house, I wrote the second half of the song, got to his house, recorded the second half of the song. That was it.
That's beautiful.
But I would not have. It would not have gotten done if I hadn't had that free time to go over there and do that with him. And On Me probably wouldn't have come out because I would have never got the first fucking song done.
Right. No, that's amazing. So when did you start on Me? Before we get there for a second.
Yes.
So, is that your process with like, I mean, did you have any idea, like, had you written this poem before with Peaches? Did you have any source material or stuff? You've been thinking about it? Or was it just like, Yeah, for Peaches. Or were you just like, you heard the beat, you heard everything, you were like, I'm gonna sing about this thing, and
No,
it just came to you.
He turned it on and it went
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. And I was all like, I was a kid who had the Super Nintendo when I was a kid, and I had the original
Yep.
Super Mario. And
Me too.
ironically, I've been going through this weird like bossa nova phase. I'm not Brazilian, or maybe I'm from the same black people that live in Brazil. I don't know what my connection to bossa nova is, but I have this affinity for it.
It's got a great
And
beat.
I never realized that a lot of the music in the Mario games is bossa nova based, like the do 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 do. And I was like, and I didn't
never made
realize
that connection until now.
It's bossa nova chords in Peaches, and I was like, and when I heard that he just played the music, and I was like, huh, this sounds like Mario to me, and that. Literally from there. And so then I was literally, each verse is a character from Mario. The first one is Mario, where he's all like, tell me, have you seen my peaches? Haven't seen a girl in weeks, and I'm starting to get freaked out like, man, I need my peaches in my life right now. I eat that pussy, it's so juicy. I'm like, wow. And then the second verse is Luigi, green down to my feet, trying to find a motherfucking named Peach. I ain't seen the hoe about 3 weeks. Why my brother likes her, don't ask me. Green down, okay. Yes. And so then the third verse is Bowser. You sitting around getting chased by this Bowser shit. I got that flower power, make you bounce for hours shit. And then the fourth verse is Peaches. And she's like, excuse me, who you calling the bitch? Red hair ass clown, but you talking shit. Yes, I am the princess and it's plain to see you ain't in the tax bracket to be fucking with me. Like, so each verse is the character from the game. And then
Wow. I never made that connection. I always just thought Peaches, like, and maybe it's just like my dirty mind, but I always thought Peaches was like just a metaphor for like people's privates. So
absolutely.
I just thought, right.
That.
And it is, right? It's a double entendre.
It's also that.
Yeah.
But literally each verse is a character from Super Mario.
That's genius. That's
awesome.
Perfect.
That's why I liked it. And I'm fucking, I don't know why. I'm like, I don't want to say I'm a trolly music artist, but like, because On Me is not really trolly, but like, I really like those weird connections. And so a lot of people wouldn't get it. But one of the girls, I'm so sorry, girl, for forgetting your name right now. A girl who graduated from Cornish with us, she works at Nintendo, and she does the voice of Bowser Jr. for Nintendo. And she heard the song and was all like, oh my God, I'm showing this to people at Nintendo. This is so fucking funny. I'm the voice of, yes, and she graduated from Cornish.
That's amazing.
And she got it. So some people got it immediately. Were like, what the fuck is this Mario? And some people are like, I just thought it was about pussy.
Yo,
Just thought it was about pussy,
eating
which
ass.
is great.
I thought it was about pussy. I thought it was about dick and balls too. I thought it was both, like, you know, the whole time.
It could be whatever you want it to be.
Because you're talking about like hairy Peaches balls, right? And then like also, you know, Peaches. Yeah. So wow, that's so cool. Wait. So okay. So you've been doing trivia. We can talk about this a little bit too. You've been doing trivia, like kind of globally a little bit through the Trivia Map, or what is it called?
Trivia Hub Live. It's Trivia Hub. It's literally an organization.
Trivia Hub.
It's a completely COVIDian infrastructure. I mean, creation. Like the man, the owner, Ryan, because I was one of the first hosts to be on it. I think they were just trying to do affirmative action. Love you, Ryan. I think they were trying to do affirmative action because I'm pretty sure I was the first black host.
Sure.
But I got hired in November. But the way it started was Ryan's corporation, I think it was one of his friends' corporation, was all like, we want to have like a trivia game for team building over Zoom. And he was like, cool, like I can build the interface. I have the technology, I can do it. He built the interface for them to play trivia.
Right.
And then when he sent it to them, they were like, cool, but we don't want to fucking be the host. Like, we need somebody to be the host. He was like, oh, okay, I guess I can host it then. So he hosted it. And from that, it has snowballed into this gigantic thing. Like, I've hosted games in Australia. I've hosted games with people all over Europe. Corporations, like big corporations, having games where I'm like, hello, my name is Saxton Jay Walker, and this is Trivia Hub live from New York City. And like,
wow.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Well, if you ever get to do Nintendo, you could do a concert too. They'd know it.
See, I have my own playlist too because they Trivia Hub tried to give me a playlist, but I was like, garbage. And so I made my own playlist, and so I could really slide in Peaches into the Nintendo.
That's right, as you should.
You definitely should. Well, watch them like all know it too. They're just like get the CEO.
Yeah. So that would be cute. But Trivia Hub has been really fun.
Okay.
And I'm part of the New York Trivia League. And coincidentally, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but I will. Somebody reached out to me the other day about a new trivia show on a streaming service that I cannot mention. And they auditioned me over the phone, and now I have a Zoom call to be in this trivia show for this streaming service.
Oh, sweet. Ooh. Awesome.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
You see the letter.
We see it. We see that letter.
I see it. I definitely see it.
So
that's amazing.
And they found me because the New York Trivia League follows me. So like, I don't know what this trivia shit is and how it's fucking manifesting in my life, but the coin is cute. So
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I know a guy from you're not the only person I've heard who's like doing trivia and games like from their home or just from a spot and streaming it to live. I know that one thing that's been going on too is like old folks love their bingo. So there's been a lot of bingo jobs as well. One of my friends from high school has been posting about how he's been hosting bingo like every week. And so you get paid a pretty penny for that. And you host bingo and just be fun and have a good time. And it works. So,
we added bingo too.
You added bingo too?
Oh yeah, they have added bingo. We have mixologist classes now at Trivia Hub. Like people teach you how to make drinks. Ooh, excuse me. Who was that?
Who did that? Who did that?
Who did that? Who did that? Who put that chair there? 6543, you some stupid bitch. Fuck you. Lead me to the walkway.
It was Tia.
Okay.
It was either Tia or Tamara.
Yeah, bro. It was Tia for sure.
Tia, say excuse me when you do that. You prickly bitch. Okay. But no, they've added mixology classes. They've added, what else have they added? Magicians, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do, like,
Zoom magic.
Something. I'll be like, it's in the box. Now it's not. And then bring it back. Where did it go?
With a fixed perspective.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But they're doing online magicians. I ain't trying to fight their bag, but
No, don't come for the bag. But yeah, I feel like with fixed perspective, it's like easiest kind. Like I feel like that's like if you can. I mean, with this, like you can just do anything behind your hand, and then I don't know.
You'd be like,
yeah.
yeah. So Trivia Hub is doing a lot of crazy things. I can't believe it. And now we have like 40 hosts now. Wow. All from him doing that one game. And then being like, well, we don't want to host it. So
wow. That's great.
It's one of those things where like my father always kind of talks about it, but it's just a matter of for us in this creative world, so much of it is just really putting yourself out there, and really putting yourself, and you don't know where your career is going to take you. You really don't. And like talking years ago, like back when we graduated college, like who would have thought that you'd be like recording music and then also being a trivia host, on like here 2021, right? But like here you are and also thriving and happy with it and loving it in New York City as we're starting to open up. And it's all a matter of like, you have to create your own stuff. You have to be able to create your own things, but then also show up and be around those people to be noticed. Open. That's huge. Yeah. It's such a huge part of where it is because they don't know you if you're just kind of, and that's not like I'm always trying to like concentrate on myself to challenge myself to do is like, no, I can't just be in here this whole time. I just got a new remote job too. And so it's like, I can't just be here this whole time. I need to be out there. I need to be out there and talking with people and working on things and being active, right? Because that's how connections are made. That's how community is made. And that's what you've just been able to find on there. So that's pretty awesome.
It is really random. Random. Okay. The whole thing is really pretty damn random. Rondam.
Oasis. Rondam.
Womboing, the art of wombology, SpongeBob. It's first grade.
I wombo. You wombo.
Wombo wing.
He, she, we, wombo. Yeah.
Very that. So, it truly fell in my lap. I think I got it from one of my acting profiles is how I got the Trivia Hub audition.
Yeah.
So,
well, and then how did you go about meeting your producer? Have you just known him for a long time, or did you guys just connect at some concert? How did that relationship start?
Audric. Audric.
Yeah,
Audric. Or his name, as his stage name, Audio, which I think is funny because we
Audio.
call him Audi.
Nice.
Audi. Audio.
I don't get it.
So, okay. He's actually.
I got you on that one. I got you, dude.
That was funny. He's actually somebody else who went to our school. Do you remember the brilliant drummer? He went by Dominic back when we went to school, but his name is Xavier now. I mean, his middle name is Xavier. Dom Xavier.
I've known. Is it Xavier Lacontour?
Yes,
Is
Le
that him?
Cotier.
Oh yeah, I know Xavier. Yes.
Xavier. Xavier. Audric is Xavier's older brother.
Oh.
Moved to Seattle from California, from Marin County.
Okay.
It's a northern county. It's a Bay Area county, but like the South where the rich people live, like by Sausalito. Because I love rich people. So they came from over there, and he moved up here with his brother. And me and Xavier were cool, but like me and Audric, we just got together and then we just became Ace Boon Coons. And so, and he makes music, and I really like his taste level because that's the other thing. Like there are plenty of brilliant producers in the world, and they do what they love doing. But if they don't do what vibes with you, it don't fucking matter.
It's not gonna work.
And Audric is great. I love his taste, but also he's brilliant at being like, when I asked like, oh, can we do this? Can we shift that? Can we carve this? He's brilliant at just doing and without any flack. He's just like, got it. Boom, 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 boom. Like.
Well, that's one of the things I've loved about listening to your music too. It's like one of the things that I first realized could happen when I started listening to Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. Like Kendrick has moments in his music where he sounds like he's like, speaking from the other room. It sounds like he is, like he's like right up in your grill. It sounds like he is like, in a cabinet. Like those things, like that exact sort of thing is present in your music too. So is that how you go about it? You just like tell, I'll call him Audie. You tell Audie like, hey, I need this to come from outer space. Can you figure that out? And he's just able to do it.
Absolutely. Everything is very purposeful. Like I am very particular when I'm like, I want this to sound like this. I want the harmonies to be like, like on me. The part where it gets kind of distorted in the part where it goes back into the rain and it's all like, it's so funny that you forget the lyrics to your own fucking songs, but I never understoed it.
I do too.
When Beyonce would be on stage and be like, I forgot the lyrics to my song, bitch. Now I absolutely understand. Because I can't even remember the lyrics right now to that. But that distorted part where it sounds like I'm on a telephone, I wanted it to sound distorted because I'm saying like more personal things. But it was absolutely on purpose, and I absolutely wanted the rain because the rain is like supposed to reference Seattle and like rainforests.
Right.
I absolutely want that kind of sound to like create atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to create atmosphere. I'm trying to create vibes, and I'm trying to not sound like myself. That's why in Peaches, I wanted them to sound like different characters. Like one is distorted, super low, like Bowser super low. Luigi's really pingy. A lot of people were like, you sound like what's his name? Number 3 on his hat. Chicago. Number 3 on his hat.
Chance. Chance.
Acid
Chance
rap.
the rapper.
Chance.
People say like sound like Chance during that part. Like,
yep.
You know what else is surprising? A lot of people were like, this reminds me of Andre 3000. And I was like, that is the best compliment.
That's a huge compliment.
Huge compliment.
Huge. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Yes. But no, I really am very particular. The way the harmonies are together, and I wanted them to, the woo, like going out. When I tell you, I'll be sitting in that studio and be like, no, change it again. No, turn that up. No, turn that down. No.
Well, that's what it takes. And I think that's the best part about it is like, it definitely just like sounds 100% like Saxton. Like when you listen to that. And so it means that you and the producer have such a great relationship because you're able to communicate what you want. He's able to add that extra sauce, that extra flavor, which is wonderful. Oh man, Bree and I like sing Peaches all the time, man. We love that song so much.
I love that so much.
Yeah. Like, I really and every time like that line, it's like, Ain't fucking with none of these hoes. We literally like shout that from the rooftops every single time we're listening to it. We're just like, ah!
It's such a good line, dude. It's such a good fucking line.
That and the tax bracket line. Those two lines, like fucking, we love them. Like we're
That is
in
Lydia's
it.
favorite line too. Lydia's all like, "Yeah, my tax bracket is my favorite shit." I'm just like, okay, girl, okay. Yeah, no, that shit just came out of, I don't know. It just comes out. I don't know. And On Me, I wrote with my cousin, Dave B.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dave B. How's he doing?
He wrote that with me. Yes, he's the one. He made the beat for On Me.
Okay.
And then I worked with Audric to like adjust things and change things that we wanted. But he made the beat for On Me, and had started writing it. And this is another COVID story. When I went home during April or May, me and my cousin, he came home too. He lives in LA now. He came home, and we were just up on one of our decks on our condo. And we were just playing each other our music that like we've been having in the works and like things we've been wanting to do. And I was like, I don't know, I've been really on this bossa nova trip. He's like, that's so weird. I did this song that I don't want to use that's bossa nova too. And he played me On Me, and he played that beat, and he had like a skeleton of like the chorus, like bends on me if you don't set me free. And I was like, bitch, you need to release this. And he was all like, no. I was like, you need to release this. And he was all like, I don't know. I just don't. I was like, well, bitch, you better let me make this song.
Right.
And after that, he was like, it's yours. He was like, so he gave me the beat.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Wow. That's his history.
So like, was that his writing? Because the chorus is like, I fucking love the chorus of that song. It's like, if it don't set me free, keep that shit far from me. Like, that's been such a big part. Like, even just like, I listen to that whenever I'm feeling like confused or like, I don't know what, like, how to like organize or prioritize. Like that line is like exactly what you need to be hearing. Like if it doesn't set me free, keep that shit far from me. Cause it's like just as important to include things in your life that are good for you as it is to exclude things that are keeping you down, exclude, all those things that are not setting you free. Right.
Be eating the fruit that is fulfilling you. Okay.
Exactly.
If it's not a fruitful tree, it don't need to be in your backyard. It don't need to be in your garden. Okay. Bury that. So yeah, and that's why I loved it. That's why I was like, you need to release this, and he was all like, I'm not gonna finish it. I'm fine. I was just like, girl, okay.
Well, I know somebody that can put some good ass music on that. I can
on there. I know somebody who can put a couple verses.
Yeah.
So,
let me call him up.
Yeah, exactly. Hello. So we did that, and so I got those 2 songs done, and now. There may or may, I don't want to say there may or may not. I can neither confirm nor deny, but there may be an EP coming this year. And I mean, it's literally just going to be an EP. I think it's going to be probably like 4 songs and 3 interludes, 3 bossa nova interludes.
Yeah,
that'll be like a minute long that like tie it through.
Okay.
And I'm excited. I'm excited. I just want to get that shit out and be done with it.
Well, hearing that news, I'm so happy to
really okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm so happy.
I'm glad. It's really. Making music is hard as shit. It's really much longer. Like, and that's what's so fucked up is Peaches was so easy. Like I did Peaches in 2 days.
I was gonna say,
like, On Me took like 2 weeks, and I was just like, why is this so hard now? So
right.
But I record at a studio in New York at because I have my mic right here. So like I use my ideas mic, and I go into my room and I do that. But Lydia Shimon Grabowski, the dancer from our Cornish.
Oh, yeah.
Her twin sister went to college. Excuse me. Tia.
You stop your shit, Tia.
Tamara, get your sister. Speaking of twins, Lydia's twin sister is college she graduated in music production.
Right.
And she has this beautiful studio in East Williamsburg, and I go and record with her, and that's where I recorded On Me, and that's where I go and like take my ideas and go record with her. But that's where a lot of the stuff is actually getting done. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, have you seen? Look, I've been trying to set my room up a little bit. I've got all these like sound dampeners here.
Come on, homeowner.
I've been doing some, I've got some more foam too. I'm going to basically line this whole room with foam, and it's going to be like my home studio.
If I'm in Portland, you better let me come to your house.
Yeah. Oh, yes. 100%. Yeah, we even have like, we got a guest bedroom here, everything. You should come visit, for real.
You are an adult human. I still feel
It's so weird. It's so strange.
I am 20 years old, and I still feel like I'm 23. In my mind, I'm 23.
I know it's weird.
Wait, how old did you say you were?
I said I'm 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
You know, I said 20 years
absolutely.
old.
You're 20
And
years old.
Okay.
And
We're going to
being
play the
20
tape back and see if we can
You know,
find
when
out.
you are 20,
Yeah.
and I still feel fucking 23. Literally, my mom, because me and my cousin are the same age. We're 6 months apart from each other. And I was like, he just turned. She was like, really? And I was like, yeah. She's like, in my mind, you're 21. I was like, I know.
You've always had that youthful energy. You've always had that.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Stop it.
I won't stop it.
So he's like, stop it.
Boo, I'll never lie to you.
Exactly.
We've been through so much. You know I'd be honest. You know I'm honest with you on that.
We've known each other's black asses for 10 damn years now. Got damn year. Almost
Wow.
10 years.
Wow. Well, when you say it like that,
Like 9. Okay,
Man.
we've known each other.
we've known each other.
We've walked in on each other.
On each other.
Let's just say that.
That is correct. We both share that with each other.
Oh, I
shared
remember
things.
this story.
Huh?
Okay, sorry.
Man.
I
Sorry,
heard about
fans.
this.
This is an
That's all
inside
I
joke.
have to
Sorry.
say.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's man. I know it's crazy seeing Nick be having a home. You know what I mean? I still remember him. With his Cookie Monster pajamas, just like
Bro, I
sleeping
almost wore
5
these
feet
to
away
this
from me.
interview today.
Did
Okay.
you?
Okay, with mouse running up his pants. Okay.
Oh, now should we? Oh my god! Oh my god!
You said trauma. Don't bring
Bro,
back my
I
trauma.
I think you left that for me. You left that for me on purpose, Saxton. That was yours. That was your mouse.
That moment
Oh my god!
went up one leg and back down the other.
You know what things be happening at Casa del Rey? That damn dog jumped off the roof. What? His pants. Dude, we're going to hell. We're going to hell.
Oh my god!
My Versavia, the love of my life. If you're listening, baby, I love you. Her damn pug chased the pigeon, jumped off the damn roof.
What?
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying.
It's fucked.
It's awful. It's dead, or is it? Don't-
Yes, it's
There's
dead.
no
Go
way it's
on.
alive. There's
It
no
jumped
way
off
it's
the
alive.
roof. She's gone. She's no longer with us, sis. She's no
Rip.
longer with us.
Rip.
I think it was Aiden. That's when Aiden. Casa del Rey.
Wait,
Casa
what
del
was
Rey
what was
has
the
a
pug's
long
name?
history. The dog?
What was the? Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my god!
can't
Can we get an
remember the
F in the
dog's
chat for this
don't know.
nameless dog?
yeah.
I just know Vsop and bless her heart. I'm so sorry your dog did that. But it didn't off itself. It really was trying to catch the pigeon, and then
It sounded like it had a really glorious final moment. At least you know what I mean.
slow-mo on a permanent flight.
I
Okay.
believe I can fly.
This is Spirit Airlines.
No, no.
Thank you for flying Spirit. That was getting very bad.
No baggage with us. No baggage.
Okay, no. Pack light.
Pack light, and you better hydrate up before you get on.
Hydrate, okay.
Yeah, the air
Going on
costs
an
money.
Eternal flight.
Bring your own oxygen.
R.I.P. her dog. Blessed soul. Lord, God, universe. Don't fight.
Oh, I wonder what that pigeon was thinking.
She said, bitch, I got hollow bones. Okay. She said, you weren't built for this, bitch.
Bro, I'm sure that pigeon went home and told all of its friends, yo, you won't believe.
This dumb ass pug. Thought it could
Just so
fly.
she said, I believe. Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta try it. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
God.
No,
You know the pugs, the ones that look like
That pigeon's going to jail. That's the
It
shit.
is.
You know, pigeons, cockroaches, and rats, all European animals, came over the boats with y'all.
oh my god. Yo, I was just in Hawaii and I learned that they didn't have mosquitoes there until the colonizers showed up. So they just were living a mosquito-free life, chilling, living outside. Like, you know, I feel like in Hawaii, like it's so perfect. Like there's not even need for an inside. Like if you're just chilling, like, but then there's mosquitoes, and so now you have to build 4 walls, get
Here
some
come the
windows, and
white
figure
men.
it out.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, rats, pigeons, and cockroaches, all European animals. But we had American pigeons. The passenger pigeon was an American pigeon. I don't know if is this National Geographic. The passenger pigeon was an American pigeon, but then the colonizers ate all of those and left us with the ones that live in the city.
That are dumb. That are just hanging out.
The passengers, were those the ones that could like deliver messages?
I believe so. I mean, I think
they had to
do that too.
Be passengers of something.
The passenger pigeon is an instinct
definitely
animal.
Not trust a normal pigeon with a message of anything, of any importance.
The gigantic, those are European rats. Those are the European rat. And
those are black plague rats.
They came over on the boats.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Because there's roaches in Hawaii too. So that's all, just all the bad shit just came. All these places were like perfect.
Maybe not that, but they added some color.
Right. Yes. Some color.
They added some color to the mosaic that is America.
The rats in New York City are nuts.
They're beasts. They're cats.
They're beasts.
They're cats with an R. What?
Well, that the rats have like a place in New York. People respect them. That's the level of rat in New York. Like
they're their own demographic now.
Yeah, the rats are important. You don't mess with it. You don't ask it questions. You let it be.
There is a coalition of terrier owners that run around New York City and release their dogs into parks to eat the rats. Not to eat them, like kill them and shake them.
So how can I make a donation to this organization?
They take your terrier. I don't fucking know, but I want to make it. I want a fucking terrier just so I can take it out and be like, get him, murder him, like murder them. And then those nasty people whose ethnic background shall not be named pick the rats up with their bare hands.
Oh,
that's what I know. They would. They pick them rats up by their tails.
Bro, they're trying to start COVID 5000. They're like, let's go.
5000. How haven't you learned? Didn't the Black Plague ravage your continent?
Yes.
What is there not to learn? Lord,
do not touch the rats.
The Dark Ages, which is coincidentally, I love that it's called the Dark Ages, and that's when Black Africa was having its best time. The Dark Ages.
Right.
That's when Mansa Musa was the richest man of all time during the Dark Ages.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. One of the things that you also heard about that conspiracy that those those pigeons aren't real, right? They're actually just robots. Government spies.
Drones.
Government drones.
I feel that sometimes when there's too many gnats around, I'd be like, what you niggas looking at?
Right? Getting all up in my business right now.
I'd be like, you gnats.
You gnats.
Are you micro camera technology that's just looking around me? Because how the fuck do they be fucking advertising that shit to me on Instagram? I will be like, I need some detergent, and then the Tide shit's coming up.
Yeah,
it's real.
Yeah, you haven't even searched anything on your phone. That's the thing I like.
You just speak it out.
It's not
into
like,
ether.
is Facebook listening to me? Is Instagram listening to me? It's like, no, they are listening to you.
They are.
Yeah, that or they're literally reading your mind.
Literally.
Yeah.
I do. Like, did you watch The Social Dilemma?
The what?
The Social Dilemma on Netflix.
Yes, I think I did. It was a while ago, but yeah.
The documentary about social media and how they're literally, it's like they're building a character around you. Based on
that's where they had that like.
Do.
They had those actors who were playing like the family. They like cut between like the story versus the facts. Okay, yeah, I remember it. Yes,
insanity. Like even when you don't click on something or like something, it documents how long you stay and look at one particular thing. Like you spent 30 seconds on this picture.
It's right.
Yep,
dude. Well, that's the new job I have. Is I'm writing ads, so it's like I'm a copywriter now, and. That whole data set is like you create demographics based off of like what people are interested in, what are they clicking on, what do they search for, all those different things. And then like that's not my job. I just basically write the ad. You know what I mean? I write create the thing, write it up. But there's a whole department of people that just like go on like Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram. They like research the demographics and send specific ads to those demographics. And it is so nuts. But you know what? It's like I know like these social media programs are all so crazy. And you know what? You heard that what was it? Amazon just bought like MGM or something like that. You hear that news?
What?
Yeah,
I think that's true.
that is
People is
They bought
crazy.
somebody.
Huh?
You heard Jeff Bezos is going to space with his brother?
Yep.
I didn't hear
Yep.
that shit.
He's taking his black
my
ass to
God.
space with his brother. He's gonna beat Elon and anybody at NASA. Who is NASA now? Like y'all had a monopoly and now y'all are just second rate hoes. Y'all are like the Johnson and Johnson of space technology, okay? Like Amazon is fucking Moderna and SpaceX is Pfizer. Like it's just like NASA, how far are we falling?
How far?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's been really cool to see the space race. I don't know. I love following that stuff.
Me too.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's
I
amazing.
feel like progress is being made.
Yes.
Genuine
But-
progress.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, it's like the actual like ability for us to be able to go and live in other worlds is coming closer and closer. And once
By
we
the
do
time
that,
we die, commercial space, us three will probably be able to get on a rocket and look at Earth from space by the time we die
100%,
Yeah.
as a commercial flight.
and we begin.
Oh yeah, that's for
up.
sure on my bucket list.
We're gonna be getting fucked up.
We
I'll be
pregame
like-
the fight. Could you imagine pregaming that flight?
Okay. Oh, absolutely. My
I would
old
definitely
ass,
be one of these. Like, huh?
ass Truman at 70 on the rocket ship.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my God, there's a blueberry.
I got my
no,
peaches.
Bro, get up there and see them aliens.
bumping.
We can see the aliens. We can see all the trash that we've thrown out into the fucking orbit.
Yeah.
You know? 'Cause
Oh,
we're
dude, that
lovely,
trash
sassy
isn't gonna
people.
come back. We throw it out there far enough. It's going out into the.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna.
We'll worry about that millions of years later.
We can worry about that later.
It's exactly that
Because also-
mentality. Yeah.
United just bought those 15 supersonic
Yes.
planes.
Yes. That is
That's
so
right.
good. Every time we make a leap,
Supersonic
like I'm
planes.
so excited about it.
It's talking about the 8-hour
There's so
flight
many
to London
leaps.
from New York. It's going to be 3.5 hours.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
3.5
Yes,
hours from London to
supersonic.
New York. Can you actually
Yes.
withstand that? Can your body be able to actually it can like pressurize it enough that you actually feel like okay? That is
So
nuts.
yeah, so what they're gonna do? The problem is that like the problem that stopped the Concorde back when it was doing it back in like the 80s and the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem that they were having with those commercial flights is that the shock from the sonic boom when you pass through the speed of sound, there's a sonic boom that occurs and it actually
Right.
like shakes the cockpit and it it's pretty intense. And you can't just have like your normal CEO like going through that basically, right?
shaken up.
They don't want to do it 'cause it
Whoa.
fucks you up. Yeah, it shakes you really hard. So, and it's also hard on the planes. So,
Right.
hopefully they're trying to first of all they have like a multi-pronged strategy for that. So they're first of all they're going to try to make that part of the flight a fun part of the flight. So instead of like going like, oh, like you're going to have to go through this thing, they're like, you get to go through a sonic boom. Like you get to experience this thing that not that many people get to experience. Like
Right.
brace up. It's like a roller coaster. So they're like changing the narrative, right?
I love
So
Rebranding it.
on that.
Like,
So
you
I
get to
know
get a
they're doing
shot.
that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like getting shot. Yeah. So I know that's one of their strategies, and then hopefully they're also building it so that it's very not as big as it would be.
Right. I'm just saying
That's
that's
right.
a
Your
lot of
dad is a
kinetic
pilot,
energy.
isn't he?
What? Oh wait, I don't know which.
Things.
I got both though.
I said your dad is a pilot, isn't he?
No. My dad's not a pilot, but
Your dad is in.
So my dad has done like he does like
military.
tours and like he's done
Yes.
a lot of stuff.
I
He's
don't know
like
why
a
I thought you flew
career.
planes.
Huh?
I don't know why I thought you flew planes.
Nope. No connection to planes. I have like some connection to planes. Like my great grandfather flew planes in World War II. He flew like the fighter jets there. So he was like,
That's
doing
what you were
dogfighting.
thinking
I'm
of,
like, that's what I
Saxton.
meant. That's what I meant. Oh, see, I remember you telling me
Obviously.
that. Nick. Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what I meant.
That's what it was. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Back when we were roommates in college. Yeah.
No, but I have a lot of familial connections to the military, but not to flying planes really. So
Wow.
Yeah, being a pilot is
Yeah.
bomb as fuck. I feel like you can't. Being a pilot is one of the coolest things you could probably say. That and like an astronaut for sure.
right, it's like fighter pilot, and then astronaut. And
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much else over
My
that.
sister's
do you
middle name
know?
is Star, and her last name is Walker, so she's literally Zarina Star Walker. I'm like, bitch, you should have been an astronaut. Oh.
What? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
With a
Like
name
making
like that.
history. You know,
Star Walker? Okay, I'm over here talking about Jay Walker. Like,
Jay Walker.
Saxton Jay Walker.
Oh my god.
Joke was on me. Okay. But
It's
yeah,
on
no.
me. Wow.
Band's on me too.
If it don't set you free.
Okay.
It is true. It is true. It's not.
All right, so you've got the EP coming up,
Yeah.
supposedly, and then
Allegedly.
you've
I heard
got,
through the grapevine.
yeah, we heard through someone, and then you're doing the Trivia Hub thing.
Uh-huh.
What else, if anything, do you have cooking in the oven? Do you have any other projects going on?
Lord. All I'm trying to do now is get solid representation. For the last year, I've been my own agent.
Yep.
And
Sure.
honestly, it's been pretty good. Like I had my first in-person audition since Hamilton.
Wow.
week
Year ago. Awesome.
in New York for The Importance of Being Earnest. And I was
good.
like, wow, it's actually coming back. But like, and I've done a lot of theater, but the first thing I ever did was film when I was 13. And I
Right.
really want to transition back to film. And
Yeah.
that is the thing. Because all my auditions, mostly that I don't have to ask for, is fucking just coming from theater.
Right.
Even during last month, April, I went back home to the Fifth Avenue Theater to record
Oh, awesome.
afterwards. We recorded the entire show. In the Fifth Avenue Theater has made an entire music studio underneath the basement.
Wow.
Yes, dead ass. Yes, and we
Beautiful.
were all in individual booths for COVID, and
Wow.
yeah, and we had like gigantic screens that showed you so you could see every single person and you could control everyone's volume. It was very sophisticated.
Right.
I was like, okay, Fifth. So now we have a completely radio play. I think that comes out this month. We have a radio
Beautiful.
play of a brand new musical. So
Awesome. Awesome. And it's
Is
like
that
now
going to be live
recorded.
streamed or
Beautiful.
what's
Huh?
the event like? Wait, is it like a live streamed event where we can buy tickets or how do we
No,
tune in?
It's like a podcast.
Okay.
you go.
It's like a podcast.
So it's like we can
network.
listen on Spotify.
Yes,
Radio
it's going to
play.
be like that. Radio play. It's going to be a
Beautiful.
radio play, which is excellent for pitching it for people if you wanted to move to Broadway. Also, like you don't even have to be like, come see it. You have a recording of it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's very interesting. And the Al Hedifs are the producers for that, and they produced Memphis, which won Best Musical.
Right.
They produced Come From Away, which is also on Broadway. So
Right.
Well,
We'll see
big
what
shout
happens
out
there.
to the Al Hadifs who keep supporting theater in the Seattle area and keeping
Absolutely.
that stuff alive. Honestly, like the Al
Absolutely.
Hadif studio at Cornish is one of the coolest studios. Like, so that's wonderful.
yeah,
That's so cool.
So I did that. That was last month. But yeah, no, it's just been auditioning. All my auditions are starting to come back again for film and theater. So we're just working those. We're working those faiths and finishing this music. I don't know why. Something in my belly really tells me once I finish this music, that'll be a key to doing other things that I really want to do. And
Yeah.
I welcome that wholeheartedly.
Have you thought about once you release your EP? Like, have you thought about like going on some sort of either just like playing a show or two with your music, where you like maybe play at a club, or like even going on like a small sort of tour sort of thing? Has that been maybe even like a festival? Has that been kind of on your mind of like a next step? I know that's like maybe far off or something, but I'm just wondering.
I
Like,
would love to do that. All I need is one of these damn songs to pop up on TikTok and it's over. Okay. I just need, if I get enough streams to the point where people around New York City are like, oh, okay, like you want to do an event? Done. Like over.
Yeah.
If I work, like go and perform at Afropunk, done. Okay. The goal is Coachella. Okay. We're trying to have
a good
a
goal.
Always.
Coachella moment. Okay. I want a Coachella moment. I'm manifesting. I will have a Coachella moment. But yeah, the music, I really feel like that is a key to something. And I honestly, we're having on my roof, I think in July. In July, my old roommate, Brian Gula, who was in the Fifth Avenue performance of Grease with me, he's throwing a music event on my roof. So he's having like different performers come and we're going to sing and like jam and have music and drinks. And so he's having a little event on my roof. I think I'm singing at that, and he really wants me to do Peaches at that, which I was like, oh, Lord. But
You gotta.
Yeah, so I gotta.
You have to.
So I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Peaches during that, and yeah. So we're actually going to start performing these songs live and in person. So
cool.
that's
so
in the
cool.
works too.
Man.
Yo, you gotta make sure it, just in case you decide to, just so that I can tune in, even just for me, make sure to tell me if there's gonna be some sort of live stream, or at least FaceTime me or something. 'Cause
That
I
would
wanna
be
see
great. Now that you say that, that needs to happen.
You
There
know
needs to
what?
be a live
Like,
stream of that.
once you, you live stream and then we'll put it on of course, our Facebooks too, but we'll put it on Learning to Cope as well and be able to,
Yeah,
for all of
we'll-
our audience to be able to get it on our
We'll keep
page.
pushing it out there.
Yeah.
Learning to cope it.
We'll learn to
Yes,
cope it.
we're learning to cope it.
Learning
Yeah.
to cope it. Okay.
We'll give it some LTC.
We're in a panoramic, y'all. Okay, we're in
That's
a
right.
panoramic. Okay, people are out here coughing. Okay, we're in the middle of a pan pizza, and this shit is crazy. This Pentagon is going off. Okay,
This
We don't know
Pangea
what
moment
to do.
is
This
going to be
Pangea,
it's going to be lit. I love it.
when I
love
tell
it.
you. But yeah, no, yeah. So we're doing good. I honestly had a great COVID.
Yeah.
I really feel. I don't know why I feel bad. I should accept that I had a good experience.
No, glow
And
up.
I should manifest that my good experience will turn into good experiences for other people in the future. Because
Exactly
I had
right.
a great pandemic.
And that's exactly what
yeah.
it's about. It's about that community.
that
We
all
rise
that.
up together, don't we? So
Exactly.
that's how we do it, baby. That's how we go. And yeah, when those gifts happen, when those things come into our lives that bless us, because not only are they gifts, but we deserve those gifts. And you especially deserve those gifts. So you deserve everything that's coming your way. And so it's like, great, now I can be able
For
to,
sure.
yeah, now we can be able to manifest those for others and be able to create more moments for other people to be able to have those same exact moments and all of us rising together. It's
Exactly.
high tides lifts all sails, right? Or I don't know if I think I might have butchered that, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, just know, it's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things ever is to see the people that that are my friends that I love and adore, to see them succeed and to see them continue
Love
to glow
it.
up. That boosts me, right?
Yes.
I think there's that perspective of you have to I think it's very healthy and good to adopt a perspective where you aren't this person who I would put in my category or whatever is doing well. Oh no, what am I doing? And it turns a mirror into something that's gross and hard to look at. Instead, you have to be look what they're doing. Maybe at the very worst, what tips can I take? Right? How can I do what they're doing? How can I accelerate like that? But then at the best, take that and run with that energy.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so
And how can I support
just know
that?
everyone's
How can I
rooting for
support them? Yeah.
Didn't
absolutely.
John Wilson spoke about something like that? Remember John Wilson?
yes,
He spoke
What's
about
up?
arte, the concept of arte, and it's being with your best friend, and you do something better, and then they do something better, but it's not in a competitive way. It's in a way of wow, your show was just brilliant. Now I'm about to do the show that's more brilliant. And then they're like, okay, great. I'm about to do something that's more brilliant. And you guys feed off of each other to build
Yes.
each other up.
That's a lot of, I've been noticing
Yes.
just because I've also been watching a lot of anime during this pandemic, but that's such a huge trope within different anime shows too. Just different, I think, it's we rising up that rivalry, healthy rivalry. That's what that is.
Healthy
it's
rivalry,
healthy
yeah.
competition where it's you inspire me so much. I can't fall behind. I'm not going to let
Arte.
you, exactly. It's I'm going to rise up
Arte.
and then I'm going to make you want to be behind me. And then it's because
Exactly.
I know
Yeah.
I got this shit too. It's you got to
It's
we
racing
all
like this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and having that thing to sort of compare yourself to in a healthy way is so good to have because what's going to push you to be better than yourself? It's in my opinion, it's a little bit more difficult for me at least to push myself past where I'm at. It's tough for me to go, oh, where am I? Where do I want to be? And all that stuff. It's much easier for me to just have a friend who's doing well and be they're doing this. I want to be doing that. And then I want to pass that. And then, come on, buddy, let's go. That whole thing is to me so much more natural than I feel like it's a somewhat unnatural process or uncomfortable process to always be just bettering yourself, only focus on me, only focus on this, when you could just, if you work better as a collaborator, having someone that's doing the same sort of thing as you is, maybe a much more healthy way to go. So
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Man. Saxton, you are so amazing. It is so beautiful to have been talking with you this whole
Yeah.
podcast. Like, my goodness.
Thank you very much for being on.
I love y'all. This was honestly really, y'all took my podcast virginity. This is for everyone. I love y'all took my podcast virginity.
And we treated
y'all
you
took my
good,
podcast
didn't we?
virginity. And honestly, I was scared. I didn't know. I was like, how am my ass gonna talk that long? But I get it now. All I can say is I get it now.
You get it now.
It's really fun.
It is really fun.
Share with
isn't
your
it?
friends and have fun and pour into each other.
That's exactly
it's really
right.
fun.
Pour into each other, everybody. That's what we got to do. That's it.
Let's pour into one another. That'll be our final thing. Saxton, thank you so much. And,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna drop some links down below for Saxton's content, for Peaches, On Me, any other stuff that you wanted me to include, Saxton, I'll include as well for you.
Absolutely. I love both of y'all.
Yeah, we love you too. All right, well, with that, thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
See you later, everybody.
Mwah.